Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, affectionately known as Vanessa, were a match made in Disney heaven. The pair seemed to be it for the long haul. Then at the end of 2010, the couple suddenly called it quits. So, what happened? Well, turns out there were several reasons. Let's take a look. Forced to be together? The High School Musical set was where Zac and Vanessa met for the first time. The show would go on to be the launchpad for both their acting careers and, of course, their relationship. However, as it turns out, the two didn't exactly become romantic naturally. In fact, they may have forced by Disney. Producers paired up the two to read for the parts of Troy and Gabriella at their audition because of their unbelievable chemistry. They remained as a pair for the entire audition process. In fact, Efron was a bit surprised that he never got paired with anyone else. While it might really have just been fate that the two young lovebirds ended up together, it also seems like Disney producers might have been playing Cupid, seeing as the two split just 2 years after the release of the final movie in the HSM franchise. It's very possible that their chemistry was always more out of the convenience than anyone else. Hudgens leaked photo scandals. Vanessa Hudgens' relationship with Zac Efron saw two big nude photo scandals that left her red-faced. The first photos hit the internet in September 2007, and rumors began to swirl that she would be dropped from High School Musical 3's senior year. What's more controversial is the fact that the actress had allegedly emailed nude photos to former Nickelodeon star Drake Bell a few years earlier. 2 years later, the actress was involved in yet another photo leak scandal. Although he never really made any public statements about the leaks, it seems that Efron stood by his leading lady. However, given his squeaky clean image at the time, Efron surely wouldn't have been thrilled about being dragged into the middle of such a controversial news story. It also probably put a strain on their relationship, having NSFW photos of his girlfriend floating around the internet, especially if the photos weren't necessarily meant for him. The High School Musical franchise came to an end. 2008 saw the end of High School Musical. While fans were disappointed with the show ending, many feared this was the end of Zanessa. While it's not impossible for couples who meet on set to stay together, it's also not the super popular thing to do. Between the tabloids' constant claims that the two were headed for Splitsville to no longer being on the set that brought them together, it seems like Efron and Hudgens' fate was sealed the second the credits started rolling on the final movie. Going their own way post-HSM, Galloping High School Musical, Zac and Vanessa decided to go their separate ways in search of new opportunities. While they were apart, it doesn't seem like their hearts yearned for one another. Hudgens told Shape that the couple's busy work schedules that sometimes sent them to opposite ends of the world really took a toll on their relationship. Efron's first big gig following the end of HSM was the leading role in the comedy 17 Again, while Hudgens nabbed a supporting role in the movie Band Slam. So while Hudgens was shooting her film down in Texas, her beau was back in California. Things get a bit tricky when you and your famous other half are more than a dressing room apart for the first time in your relationship. When the pair called it quits in 2010, they were still trying to make the distance work, even though Hudgens was in Hawaii shooting Journey to the Mysterious Island, while Efron was shooting The Lucky One in New Orleans. Breaking out of the Disney mold, there's a certain stigma that surrounds former Disney Channel stars. While some stars Disney alums graduate and go on to bigger and better things, others get stuck in Disney limbo. For some, Disney limbo results in taking some pretty extreme measures to show the world that they're no longer part of the Mickey Mouse Club. However, for others, it's as simple as breaking up with their longtime significant other to reinvent their public image. According to an Us Weekly source, the breakup might have been a bit more strategic than either Efron or Hudgens let on. The source revealed Efron, wants to put his whole High School Musical past behind him and be known as a sexy solo actor like Leonardo DiCaprio, said the source. He was ready to experience life as a single man. Efron didn't want to get serious anytime soon. Although Efron was very serious about taking his acting career to the next level, after High School Musical wrapped, it seems that he wasn't nearly as concerned with taking the next step in his relationship, at least not anytime soon. In 2009, Efron told GQ that marriage definitely wasn't happening anywhere in the near future for him. Hudgens, meanwhile, was just the opposite, hoping to be married with a baby before she turned 30. Currently, Hudgens is 33 and is seeing Cole Tucker, whom she first met in 2021. It will be some time before she finally decides to settle down in life. Zac Efron, meanwhile, is 34 and still single. Well, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. Thanks for watching.